Welcome to Studios Inc. My name is Courtney Wasson and I am the Executive Director. Studios Inc. is a nonprofit arts organization here in Kansas City that focuses on mid-career artists. We have artist studios, we have an exhibition series that includes our exhibition hall and studios.gallery, as well as an internship program, patron program, and a partnership space program. I'd like to introduce you to our new Crit on the Block program. This online guide gives students a chance to participate in the new Crit on the Block program from the comfort of their own home. So, let's begin. For those of you who haven't been to an art exhibition before, artwork is either installed on the walls or in the space, then lit, and usually labeled with a didactic. The information contained in a didactic is usually the following: the title of the artwork, the name of the artist, the year that the art was made, the size of the piece that you're viewing, as well as the medium. The medium consists of what the artwork is made of. We will be looking at artwork from Studio Inc.'s group exhibition, Studios Inc. 2020. This exhibition features artwork from each of the artists involved in our residency program. The first artwork that we will discuss is Wallpapered by Patty Carroll. Patty Carroll is an internationally recognized photographer. Wallpaper was created in 2017. The medium is an archival digital photograph. It has been printed to a size of 38 by 38 inches and is framed. When you look at Wallpapered by Patty Carroll, one will notice that there is a figure in the center of the image. The figure seems to be drowning in wallpaper. The predominant color of this work of art is yellow. Around the edge of the photograph are drapes, yellow upon yellow drapes. The figure seems to be reclining with wallpaper covering her face. Upon closer investigation, you see that the figure is in fact a mannequin and not a real person. In the exhibition hall, Wallpapered is literally installed on top of red floral drapes. The predominantly yellow photograph hung on the red floral drapes provides a nice contrast between the two colors. The drapes, both in the photograph and the drapes on the wall, are floral drapes. The wallpaper that's hung in tatters and draped over the figure is also floral. So you have layers of floral patterns that provide a texture. So you have layers and layers of texture. Finally, let's look at the figure. What does the figure tell us? Think about how the figure is positioned in the artwork, what the figure is communicating, what the artist may be trying to say through the positioning of the figure. Then look for other clues in the artwork, such as style, references, whether it be to a particular decade, style, or trend, whether it be to a certain issue or subject. For Patty Carroll, a lot of her work centers around women's issues. Now it's time for you as a viewer to also look at this scene and start to ask some critical questions. What is the artist trying to achieve by drowning the figure in wallpaper? What is she suggesting? Is the figure happy, resplendent, anxious? Is the figure threatened? Those are all questions you may ask when you come to this. When you're thinking critically about an artwork, some of the things that you can initially enter and start to talk about and think about are formal, such as color and scale and technique. So that's some of what I've described before in terms of the color that's predominantly yellow, contrasted by it being installed on a predominantly red background, that allows it to pop and draw attention to the subject. But beyond that, there are other questions that you may ask and think about. As a viewer, I think it's important for you to come to conclusions, and usually around artwork, your conclusions will be subjective. And what that means is that it is of your opinion or from your perspective. The nice thing as students that I would like to remind you is that your opinion is not wrong. My challenge to you is to be able to walk your opinion back and substantiate it, meaning tell me why. What is the because of it? So basically, you could easily say whether or not you liked an artwork, and your answer will not be wrong. But what I'm asking you to do is to explain to me in writing why you either like or do not like a work. Then I challenge you to answer some of these questions more specifically and substantiate them by walking them backwards. So let's just go down the path of, do I like this work or not? One could be, yes, I like this work. Well, why do you like this work? I like this work because it's visually pleasing. Or I like this work because of its reference to 1950s nostalgia. Or I like this work because it makes me laugh. And then I would challenge you to go even further in your writing and say, why does it make you laugh? Or why do you like the subject of 1950s nostalgia, etc. So, on to our next part of this program. You've been able to see the artwork, look at it, and think about it formally, but we've developed 5 questions for you to think about while visiting and looking at an artwork. So while you look at Wallpapered by Patty Carroll, think about these 5 questions, take your time, and go back. And remember, it's simple. Your first sentence, your first statement is not wrong because it's your opinion. But walk it back and talk about the why. Talk about the reasons surrounding your decision or your thought or your preference or your opinion. This method of critical thinking will support you in your future endeavors in school, in career, by allowing you the confidence to be able to express your thoughts critically. And critically does not mean negatively. It means that you have given thought and space to the whys, to the question of why, or how did I come to this conclusion, or why did I come to this conclusion? And that ability is worthy and valuable. So thank you for joining me, and I hope that you did enjoy your time that you've been able to spend with Wallpapered, looking and thinking about it. I look forward to hearing some of your responses to our 5 questions. And in the future, I hope to see you at Studios Inc. for one of our exhibitions, because nothing compares to the privilege of being able to share space with an artwork in person. So until then, I hope you have a good day. Please stay healthy and stay safe.